Okay. To gain access in the firewall for this install for this JB4, you need to. I'm starting inside the car, so you'll have to get down below here, and I got the information from somebody else that's already done it online, but I'm gonna make a video for it. So here we go. Okay, now that I got down here, let's see if this thing will focus. There's this little panel that has these things that you just twist and they come off. I've already twisted this one over here on the far side down, and it came off, or it unlocked rather. So remove those, remove this panel, make it easier to gain access in there. Let me sit you down for a second because I can't do it. And hold this. Turn you off for a second. Okay, I've got both of them loose now. I'm trying to remove this. I have not removed this before. I already ran the wire, plugged it up down here into the OBD2. Ran the wire through there before I even took this panel off because I didn't know I had to remove this. Okay, looks like I just peel it down and it pops right out. Now, do I get this? Slide this sucker out without scratching up anything. So I just trying to take the panel out. This is the wire that I installed right here, but it's got a little wire connected to the speaker, so either reach up in there and take it out before, or when you try to pull it down, move it. If I can get that thing to remove. There's that thing pinned in there. There it goes. Now this thing will move out real easy, I think. Alright, so I'll remove that. Set the passenger seat out of my way. Now I can crawl back down here again and see if I can gain access. Give me a second. Okay, now that I'm back down in here, you can see the steering column in here. And definitely don't want to run the wire out through there because I don't want to get wrapped around that. I don't want to get wrapped around that steering column, that rubber boot. You can see where the brake pedal goes through too. Looking at the other video, he actually get my elbow. I can't even get up in there, but point to it with this. He pushed that through right there. If I got you in there, can you see what I'm pointing? Yeah, right there. It's sticky on the back of it, on the back side of that thing. So he used an extension to, I guess, to push it open and run its wire through. I'll have to identify where that thing goes through after I push it open and put the wire through. So I think I'm gonna do that now. Well, it was relatively pretty easy to push through that sticky backside material. And I have my wire here that I'm going to push through, and hopefully I'll be able to see it. I don't know what what's the orange in here. Is it because I got this headlamp on? That doesn't make a difference if I have a headlamp remote. Okay. I am feeding it through, not knowing where it's at on the other side. I'll probably have to edit this video because I don't want to make it long. And this is not a hard procedure if you know what you're doing. Okay. Okay. Now that I got that taken care of, I got the wire in, I'm gonna pop the hood open. Okay. And fingers out of the way. Okay, I think I might have 300 miles on this car. No, if that. Now we want to remove this cover here, just like the one up underneath. And it's just a simple turn of this to unlock portion. Pop this up. Okay, where that wire popped through that right here it is. I couldn't even see that. That's why I couldn't see where that thing came from, but it came through right here. So here's the wire. Perfect, perfect. So let me go back over here and grab our, well, let me just grab the whole box. All right, so I've already done this portion of it with the remote for the phone. I didn't video it, but I have a video that I'll put a link on to show how this is done. I could have ran that blue wire through here, but it made it through here, but it made the cable shorter. So I followed the directions that they did at the factory, not factory, but the guy on the bench top. He was showing how it worked. Okay. On some of the BMWs, they'll put it on this side over here, but I don't think this cord, it could be, but I'm not sure if this cord's long enough to run it and how you'd run it all the way through behind the dash over to the other side, but it possibly could work. So that being said, I have to figure out if I'm gonna zip tie this thing or not. But it'll sit down in here and take this cord and plug it up here. I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. I wish I could hit a thing to hold this to show you guys, because I can't do it one-handed. Not that talented. So I'll keep talking as I'm doing it. I'm just going to slide the connectors together. If I could even see, I'm half blind sometimes. There's more than one way to put this in. Let's see. Looks like it goes this way. I'm hoping. Got two wires on that side. Okay, so the connectors, putting them together, looks like you might be able to force them in anyway, but you see on this connector here, it's got this clip holder here, and this connector that's on the unit has two connectors on each side, and it has this if you can see it, it's a little notch right here on top of the controller. Well, this goes with that notch. So when you put it together, it would go like that. And I'm trying to do it one-handed. If I can prop this sucker up. Let's see. So I'll put it together. Here we go. Dadgummit. I'll edit that out. But I'm gonna do it on film if it kills me. At that. Let's see. I can turn it. No, let's don't do that. That'll make everything all crazy. Alright. Let's see. Let me look at it here. So you see then this one here with the dent in there. Take this. And connect the two together. So now it looks like this. Those two, and then that clip right there. Okay, so that's done. Now, something to be said to have a tripod to set something on. So, I'll take this cover, set it on the floor because I don't want to crush it if I forget to put it in and close the hood on it. Alright, let's remove this cover. And let's find those other spots. Let me set this down on the floor as well. Alright. I got some other goodies in here too. From them. I got this coated socket that I wanted to make sure I don't scratch up the rims. I went and ordered a thin wall socket. I got a bunch of sockets, but I just want to make sure I had one thin wall to fit this. I've got this right here, which is a wheel hanger that you put in the wheel and to hang it on, to put your other screws in. People are doing conversion kits. Don't really feel it's necessary. I can use this and pop it on. And also got the phone holder here, so when I attach it, when I run this application, I can look at it real easy. But that's all that's left in the box. Everything else, the other things are in the car, so I'll just get the box out of the way. And now I'm left with only these. Really, it's 2 connections. 4 connectors, but 2 connections that will go in here. And I will get those clipped in here just in a second. Oh God, I got it upside down too. Jeez Louise. Sorry people. I'll try to fix that on the edit. Anyway, I'll just resave this. You know, I got it connected in here. The only thing left in here is the 2 wires. The two connections. This one, it goes, it ties into one area, and this one here that ties into the other area. With the cover removed, let's get this done. Okay, also doing this move here, you want to actually disconnect the battery that you got back here. I'm gonna just tie this up here. So let me set this phone down so I can lift this up. Got this right here. So got to disconnect the negative part of the battery here because you don't want anything to go crazy with the computer while you're pulling things apart inside of the car. So I'm gonna go get my 10mm here. A little extension. Your 10. Yep, and that. So let's just remove that right now. I'm gonna remove this screw right here and then pull it to the side out of the way. So I'm gonna do that right now. Okay, I've got it removed here. I don't want this accidentally falling back down on the battery. So I'm gonna take this bubble wrap and just put over the top of that, or actually put it over the terminal. Actually, I can do either one. Okay, I just slid the bubble wrap over it so it won't touch the terminal while I'm working on the car. And that's all that is to that. All right, I'll leave this back here to hook it back up in a little bit. Okay, now let's make this wire look a little better here. I didn't think about that at the time when I was getting ready to put it in. So you can pop this pin up with a little screwdriver, just pop it up and pull the whole thing out. We're gonna make it look cleaner. So it's only got two right here on this side of the car, so you got a bigger view of it. So I'm gonna pop that out and reroute this wire so it looks a little cleaner when I connect all these connectors up. So that's what's gonna happen now. So with this piece removed, which I dropped a pin down in here, which I'm gonna try to dig back out here in a second. Hopefully I can reach it. Otherwise it's gonna fall to the panel down below. Anyway, I decided to run this wire through here, just up underneath, so it's out of the way. So I'll just route it to here, like so, that one. There's the other wire right here. Come on, stay there so I can grab you. Where's the other one? Alright. Alrighty. One-handed operations are hard to do. Alright, so now that wire's through here, and I'll probably route it back through there like that. And probably zip tie it down, make it look a little better there. Put this back on, line up the holes here. Let's see, I want to make sure I clip that underneath. So now I can get my pins and I can push them back in here. There, so that one's in, and this one right here, I'll push this back in as well. But now I gotta find the pin there to make sure it stays locked in and secured like this one over here. So let's do a little bit of digging. I'll use this light. Where did you fall? I heard you. All right. Let me look for it now. Okay, with this cable ran, you see these right here. You see the oil fill area. We want to get to that connector. It's right there. So let me get that unclipped, and you'll clip these in there, and I'll show you here in a second. Okay. I've already popped the connector a little bit, but basically what you can do is just pull it out with this tab right there with your finger, and you just run this screwdriver up underneath here and just get that out of the way and pop this up a little bit, and you can slide this right out. Very simple. Okay. Now that I got it unplugged here, you can see that I'm gonna hook this up with what I just unplugged and take the other end here. It's going to be plugged in back to where the manufacturer's location was. I can't really, I guess I could try to do it with one hand, but I'm leaning over the car as I am. Okay, this is from our piece of equipment. It's kind of tied up in there, so I am going to push that in here. Okay, click, get that locked in, that's good. Now, can I do this with one hand? Not sure, I don't want to tear it up, so let me put the camera down so I can do this. Okay. Now, go ahead and pop this out, and same thing goes there as well. I'll plug in this one, lock the tab in. I'll take this and plug it up to our equipment, and I'm going to put the camera down to do that as well. Okay, now I got it all clipped in. Now let me try to lay this wire down and maybe zip tie it to clean it all up.